The A1 Radio by Retevis. Today we're going through the CPS software. We'll go through some programming, take a look at the feature set within the software. So get your K1 style cable ready, get it plugged into the radio, and let's take a look.
Now that we have the CPS downloaded, installed, let's take a look at the feature set. Let's go through the settings. We've got file, where you can open, close, save your files, program, the communication port, read from radio, write to radio, embedded message. Here's password. You can protect the radio, tools, view, window. You get the radio information, channel, VFO-A. So you can look specific things for VFO-A, change them, modify them for your needs. Same with VFO-B. Channel edit, you can actually change specific information about a channel that you currently have programmed. General settings, boot screen, we can change from the preset logo to a preset message or a voltage ID. Boot screen, as you can see, I put my call sign and name, timeout, squelch, voice prompt, voice beep tone, alarm sounds, modes, repeat tail, Vox. You can set up Vox. I don't use that myself. A band, B band, so we can select if we want it to come up as frequency mode, channel number plus frequency, channel number, channel name. That's what I like. Menu, timeouts, current work, frequency band, battery save, blacklight settings, backlight brightness, DTMF settings, CT, CSS, FM interruption, weather forecast, weather alarms. You can enable the GPS right here. And that's all under general settings. Keys. This is for the PTT key on the side of the radio. You could do short press, long press. They're just under it. They're the small keys. You can change them to a bunch of different things. Frequency sweep, scan, voltage, emergency scrambler, FM radio. Change them for your purposes. DTMF, properties, the scan functions you can set up. Two different scan groups, 1 through 10. Being that it's a radio that can hold up to 999 channels, you can group your scanned and make scan lists, because scanning 999 channels at one given time can take a lot of time. So you can group to where it'll scan channels only 1 through 99, and group them in any way that that works for you. So we're going to exit out of all these tabs that opened up. On my computer, they don't close. They just stack on top of each other. So we want to read from the radio before we do anything. And I've had this radio a little while, and I've been playing with it. So you're going to see there's some stuff already in there. But we're going to program a couple repeaters in here today. First, we want to go to our communication port. It shows up as COM5. We're going to leave it at COM5. Select OK. And we'll go back to program, and we're going to read from radio. And from the moment, it looks like it's not doing anything. After you select read from radio, you do have to press the OK button before it does anything else. as you can see, it's reading from the radio, and it does it fairly quickly. Once we have the information from the radio, then we can go ahead and modify anything we currently have in it, or add as well. As you can see, there are things already in here. I've already had this radio for a little bit and put some things in here so I could get used to it as well. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to program a couple repeaters in here today. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's pick this line right here. As you can see, it starts out with the receive frequency. Let's go ahead. We'll tab over. As you can see, it kind of already fills things out, but we need to go ahead and put the transmit frequency in. Now we can give it a name. And we're going to just call this one 73 RPT for repeater. Let's back that up. Let's do it in caps. RPT. So you have to select, as well as the CTSS tones. We're going to go ahead and we'll put those in. Obviously, we don't need one for our receive, but we do need a transmit CTC. CSS tone. Drop down, and there's several to choose from, but this repeater is 173.8. We can do wide, narrow, and it's a wideband receiver. We're going to leave it on high power and just leave the rest of these alone for now. Let's go ahead and program another one. Let's see. Receive. We'll do our transmit. We'll give it a name. Our CTSS tone. Let's do one more. And our transmit. Give it a name. And our CTCSS tone. Okay, now that we've got this information in, we can go ahead and write to the radio. Program, write to radio. And again, it looks like it's not doing anything. Even to write to the radio, we have to select OK. And it says it's writing to the radio, and it does this fairly quickly as well. Write data successful. So we're good to go. Let's check this out. We're going to be looking at, go to the radio, and we're going to look at what we programmed.
6-1.
There it is, 7-3,
6-2.
3-0,
6-3.
and 3-5. Let's go ahead
6-2.
and see if we can open up a
6-1.
repeater.
W5BII repeater system.
Very good. So now we've looked at the feature set and we got into the repeater. We know what we did worked, and we're good to go.
Now that we've got it programmed, we can go in, and before we do anything else, we want to save what we worked on so we don't lose it. We'll go from the menu, File, Save As, and we'll type, this is A1, and let's use today's date. And hit save. It is saved. So anytime you modify, always save your work. Save it to a unique file name. That way, if for some reason you mess up, you can go back to a previous file that you have and recall it and start again if needed. Check out the links in the description below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.
Radiocom, all things ham radio and GMRS.